Welcome back, my minions! Today, after a long hiatus, we are taking a look at SpongeBob because no one has ever talked about SpongeBob before. Hey ladies and jellyfish, wumbles of all sizes, welcome back to A.S.K's videos. Today I'm here with every episode of SpongeBob Season 9 reviewed in 10 words or less. This is part 9 of this little passion project of mine to review every episode of the show by rating them great, good, meh, bad, or boo, and giving them a brief review in 10 words or less. I will then do a top and bottom 5 revealing the golden and rotten eps and a lot more. If you want to see my rankings in a faster way, check the ranking document in the description, and if you want to have a good time with me and fellow fans, join my Discord server. These avatars were made by the amazingly talented Love and Lovely 33, so check out her DeviantArt and give her some love. With all that out of the way, for the 9th time, let's get into it. Extremely good accent. This broke some kind of record. A nice callback to pre-movie Patrick. Just so boring. I love this new character. Torturing baby Squidward is hilarious. When hypocrisy comes up, this episode comes up too. Just repeat a dumb mantra. Repeat a dumb mantra. Hey, ladies and jellyfish. A fun plot that shouldn't torture Plankton. We've done this shtick before. Man, Plankton is the best. Ravioli, ravioli, be more originally. Not the most interesting thing in the world, but this made Krabs so much funnier. What a heartwarming story. Don't look now, but it's a bad, lame schlame. Just why? It's like Graveyard Shift all over again. Some of the worst garbage I've ever seen. Filler God, we have discovered Filler God. Krabs looking out for SpongeBob is awesome. A clever way to bring back the secondary characters. Pre-movie Patrick is back. Let's write the script with paper plates and mustard. Just a lovely and very funny tale. Let's make the only good thing about Gary bad. Just a nice episode all the way through. Patrick is starting to really grow on me. Squidward and SpongeBob should hang out. I've seen better. Much better. If only Krabs stayed cooked forever. Let's take yours, mine, and mine and rehash it. FLANDERIZATON. Ding. Man, SpongeBob being away is so great. Oh frick. 2 thumbs down indeed. Ayo! Many plot holes. This feels so pre-movie. Hey, it's that thing from Frankendoodle. Ironic, unfunny, and kinda lame. The shaman is the best. Oh no, there goes the comment section. Boring, unfunny, and kind of a waste. Let's take Dying for Pie and rehash it. A funny Plankton plot. I love Karen and Sandy together. Remove Krabs equals great. Aw, that's so cute. Now that all that's finished, let's jump straight into the top and bottom 5. You know, some episodes are pretty simpler in their goodness, and what better example of that than number 5 best, What's Eating Patrick. This episode is great simply because of how sweet it is. The little boy character is very sweet, and they don't screw it up like they probably would have done in season 6 or 7. Patrick was the perfect character for this plot, and the eating contest plot is a story that was severely missing in SpongeBob considering Patrick's character. The contest is pretty fun, and Patrick's rival was amazingly funny. Number 5 worst, SpongeBob Long Pants. Is that my daddy? I wish. This episode is stale, unfunny, and predictable. No joke hits home, it feels rushed and dragged out at times, and it once again is not funny in the slightest. Number 4 best, Bulletin Board. This episode is definitely my cup of tea. Being on YouTube for more than 2 years, I've definitely had my fair share of mean comments. This episode takes the anonymousness of everyone on the internet and plays it out in the best way with the characters. The creativity of the episode and Bubble Bass being in this episode make this a hilarious episode. Number 4 worst, Company Picnic. Company Picnic is a mess in every way. Plankton's plan is flimsy and stupid, the fake out at the end makes 0 sense, the conflict doesn't start until the end of the episode, there's no comedy, and the plot has absolutely no idea where it wants to go. You know, if there's one thing modern SpongeBob does better than pre-movie, it's making Plankton the best freaking character on television. And what better example of that than number 3 best, Jailbreak. This is hands down the funniest episode in season 9, with it making me laugh literally every minute. The character of Plankton is perfect for this atmosphere, the other inmates bounce off each other amazingly, and this episode grew on Plankton so much. Number 3 worst, Squid Baby. This is quite the abomination indeed. Squidward being the butt of all your jokes is not funny, not if he doesn't deserve it, especially when he's a freaking baby. Number 2 best, Sold. This episode is one of the best examples of a post-movie episode easily fitting into pre-movie. It is so funny, so creative, and so fun to watch. that it's great. Squidward is super funny with his German accent, and the conflict of him having to quickly switch from one character to another reminds me of Mrs. Doubtfire, to be honest. Number 2 worst, Little Yellow Book. If anyone ever defends the Bikini Bottomites after sucking the ringer in this episode, I will go out of my way to block every Google account you have. This episode is loaded with scenes that don't make any sense. Squidward says out loud to the Bikini Bottomites that he's reading SpongeBob's diary, and they accept. When SpongeBob cries for way too long, the whole freaking world wants to torture Squidward. Great logic, am I right?
And the golden apple goes to
Plankton's pet. This pick should be fairly obvious to all of you, as it is very overrated. And I'm definitely not picking the unpopular opinion today, because this is an amazing episode. The new character of Spot is a great character that should be Plankton's sidekick going forward. I mean, he's awesome. The plot is pretty solid, and the nice focus on Plankton's character made this a spectacular episode.
and the rotten apple goes to
SpongeBob, you're fired. This rotten ep should surprise absolutely no one. This episode is completely abysmal. If you want to see fully why, watch my super review I did on it a few months ago in the description. The episode motivations are absolute garbage. The characters are flanderized to oblivion. The episode features a ton of filler, along with some very annoying features like SpongeBob crying, SpongeBob being ugly, SpongeBob being happy, SpongeBob being the Exorcist. The episode is not funny in the slightest, rehashes a lot of older episodes, and is just terrible in every way. So there you go. Before we get into the stats, here are all the rotten and golden eps before this season. And this season's wildcard episode, the episode that wasn't in the top or bottom 5 and stood out to me as the most memorable episode of the season, goes to Mall Girl Pearl. This episode shows that season 9 is not scared to go out of the box and be creative. It shows that this season is the season that will focus on a lot of secondary characters, as it is definitely true. It shows how heartwarming and sweet season 9 can be with its plots and characters, and it shows that the series is definitely back on track. Anyways, we had 5 greats, 13 goods, 13 mess, 13 bads, and 5 boos. No, I did not make this up. This is literally as meh as it gets. So instead of doing tons of math like the previous seasons, today I'm gonna go by the stats and say that SpongeBob season 9 is meh. The most meh season thus far. I would give it a 50 out of 100. Anyways, that's that. I think I'm gonna take a break from this show for a while. I should go watch some Mr. Bean animated series. As always, join my Discord server for daily shenanigans and your mom gays. Shout out to Mitchell for being the biggest memer in the universe, and I'll see you guys next time. Ciao!
Thumbs are opposable, thumbs are great. We share them with the monkeys and with the apes. You can grab, you can tie, you can pinch a cheek, but without your thumbs, you're all thumbs. All thumbs, no thumbs, busted up your thumbs. Sucking on your pinky will sure look dumb. You'll never hitch a ride or pull out a plum. Without your thumbs, you're all thumbs. Thumbs, thumbs, thumbs. All thumbs, no thumbs, feels like a crime. Can't pull on a zipper or flip a dime. And forget about chopsticks, you'll starve every time. Without your thumbs, you're all thumbs, 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 thumbs.